to the give before we go to the moderator, that we recognize our president of the Party Intellectual Forum. I will be giving her 1 minute 30 seconds of recording remark or your statement. So, Mr. President, Abu Kone, you are highly welcome.
Thank you very much. As Mr. Committee Chair of the Party Day, I would like to take this time to appreciate the organizer of this debate, also community lawyers that come to witness this more important debate. What I want to say here is this. I want you guys to be very moderate in whatever you say. But you need to be a logic. Atlantic is a place of intellectualism. It's a place of intellectual. It's a place where the intellectuals have graduated. And it is a home of the talent. So I want you guys to prove your talent, who you are. It is where that you're going to be recognized today as an intellectual. What you need to do is to prove yourself. So, to the moderators, Usman Dampojo is a very strong guy whose record is unbreakable at 10. And also Abu, also here on the bench, who has written a book. Comrade Rahim, also here, and our sister. So, what I want to say here is that the debate should be free and peaceful. So I thank you guys.
Thank you very much. Powerful president, most powerful president, and we recognize one of our, our brothers in the community, brothers that have always been with us. Any case that we got to do anything we are about to do in the community, always show himself. We welcome Musa and Vikene for today's speech or remark.
Okay, thank you very much. For mine is just to all the audience who are here. It gives a simple lesson. It is not possible that you will come that will support this person or support this person. My plea is let's just open our mind. Free your mind of all the biases you have in your head. I know this person is your friend or not. Let's see the logic in the debate. That's the logic in their explanation, their pronunciation, the structuring of their sentences, the flowing of the things, how the idea flow. See the points they bring through. As you see them, you know exactly when we go it. Because as soon as someone loses one word, even the word is not collaborating with the talk, you start to shout, and then at the end of the day, we miss the true intent of this debate. The true intent of this is not just words, it's the flow of ideas. And that's all we want here, right? So, Becky, let's give chance to them. I want to say thank you to the two guys. We started this the last time, and I didn't expect it to be this unique, but again, they show that two of you, both you are already winners. For the fact that you will come to speak to your colleagues, you are winners. So we are not looking for who is the winner here again. We're looking for intellectuals in our midst. And you've done that on something, both of you. Thank you very much. And from today, I get respect for all of you. And you all receive support from me subsequently after this day.
Thank you so much. And last but not least, I have to recognize one of the most powerful men on the kitchen, the speaker of the Atlantic Intellectual Forum, for 1 minute remark. Yaya Keta.
Amen. Amen.
No space.
Very educated discussion on what we believe that everyone should be silent. Thank you very much for listening.
Alright, thank you very much. Standing before you are Mohamed Fatmata Sano, a coach, a chairman on the intellectual committee of Atlantic Intellectual Forum. Assalamu alaikum. You can have to the moderator of the day.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We greet all of you in the ancient Arabic tongue, which means peace be to all of us. And if you are a Christian, you want to say shalom, which is the equivalent of salamu alaikum in Arabic. And better still, if you are not a Muslim and a Christian, we do salute you and greet you in your great state of traditionality. Here we are today in what will go down in history as the debate of 2018. Today brings to the stage two emerging scholars of our community who are versatile in community organizing, volunteerism, and other aspects of life to debate on a much heated argument in the country. So with me here today are four panelists that will steer the affairs of this great debate. Starting with my chief moderator is Comrade Abu Zido Kamara. He is a brother who brings tremendous vast wealth of material knowledge to this debate. And as a matter of fact, I want all of us to give a big hand applause to the Comrade because he has a book under his belt in debate management. So I want to say kudos to you, Comrade Abu Zido Kamara. And on my immediate right is our sister. Please introduce yourself in the portfolio.
Matilda Vegesano.
Thank you. Matilda Vegesano is going to be our timekeeper for this particular debate. And now we all have to be conscious of time. So she will be there to monitor our time from the stopwatch. And on my far right is Comrade Rahim Manoba, an astute and versatile intellectual who has both those so many intelligences of our time. Comrade Abu,
yeah, it's just an addition. I'm Sandy Rahim Manoba, and when it comes on the field of debate, I play for the Sierra Maris debate team, and I permanently play as ball dresser.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are your panelists. If you have any problem with this panelist, please feel free to vote it out of sentiment, because we don't want this debate to go down in history as a biased one. We want an accurate and punctual information, because everybody here today that has come to listen to this debate is not about who wins or who loses, but it's about the records and the war we have at hand. Some of us here, our fathers, our mothers, our brothers fought this war. So we come to the argument with different key of thoughts. So everybody out there here is war, regardless of who's supporting what and who's not. So are we clear with that? Secondly, there will be no winner announced of this debate. The winner will be announced by we the people that are listening. So if you feel that the person who is defending the argument wins, based on how he convinced you in the argument, alhamdulillah. If you feel that the other man opposing to wins, alhamdulillah, but we will not judge that this is the winner of the occasion. But here is what we might do though. From the Abu Zido will be given the time to explain the module of debate that we're going to have today. Comrade Abu Zido, please explain the debate. Thank you very much.
First of all, let me appreciate all of my panelists on the moderating board for being very supportive of this exercise. This is what we expect in our community. I hope and pray that this continues. It should not only stop today. Well, our first appreciation, not mine, but our first appreciation goes to the Central Administration of the Traffic Intellectual Forum for being very steadfast, innovative, and also robust to, sustain the intellectual platform. Sometimes ago, people said, why the Attorney General is there. But I'm very much happy that the administration is doing extremely well to reawaken the intellectual business community. So, for and on behalf of the panelists, I want to say thank you very much for organizing this beautiful exercise. Debate is one of the ingredients of democracy. Everywhere you go as a Democrat, you have to be open to debate. And the essence of debate is to express your mind, not through muscular exchange, not through physical, but use your intellect to inform people about what they don't know, so that they can know what is missing. Please, as we are here, we urge all of you to subvert the emotions, exercise listening, so that the reason for which we suspended all of our basic schedules to come and witness this non-awaited historic debate, I can really be enjoyed by all of us. With that being said, we have simple rules. The moderators are going to make everything clear to the listening audience. Before we proceed, we want to acknowledge you about the proceedings. First is, this is a debate. And debate is an organized argument between two opposing forces on a particular or topical issue. There is a topic. That's the reason for which the institution decided to assemble all of us. Both of them agree to argue. Debate is an organized argument. Both of them agree to argue in a civil manner. That's the reason all of us are here today. So for the fact that they agree to disagree and later agree, the agreement will be tripled by the factuality of the information one side of the debater will provide. So please, we are not going to cheer for anybody. When somebody is in flight, presenting his constructive argument, let us not clap. No clapping. Don't clap. If you know you are glad, what you do is to just put all your hands. Please, nobody should cheer for now. All right. Now, every debate has a format. Today we are going to use Lincoln and Douglas format. Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln had a debate in the state of Illinois. So because of the importance of that debate, it was developed as a format that is widely used around the world. So we are going to use that because the debaters are two. And because both of them were two, we had Frederick Douglass, we had Abraham Lincoln. They debated on emotion. This is the topic in order to convince the electors who are to be voted as the President of America. So since our debaters are two today, we are going to enjoy the debate like the way others enjoy the debate between Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. So I want you to understand that the debate format for today is Lincoln and Douglas format. Because when you go outside, they will ask you what format was used. Format is star. Like what I'm saying? Star. What star was used to conduct the debate? That's one. Secondly, before the debate starts, the chief moderator should announce the motion. And that's our proposition in parliamentary debate. Topic is called motion. That's what I'm saying? Topic is elementary. So it's called motion or proposition. Now, the motion is going to be announced. Meaning the topic. What is the basis of the argument? That's what I'm saying? When debate does not have any basis, it means that it's not a debate. Am I lying? Sure. Debate must have a basis. What the debate is about, what the argument is about. So, the topic for today's debate is establishment of the War Crimes Code. Establishment of the War Crimes Code. Now, that is the motion. Debate topic should not be stated in a question. It should not be interrogative. Sure. That is because when it is written in question, it will favor another side of the argument. I want you to understand that. So it's stated in a form of statement. The establishment of a War Crimes Code. That is the topic. When you leave for here to go anywhere on the 29th or the 30th of December, on Sunday, a 30th intellectual forum organized a debate that assembled more than 70 persons. Between both debaters, the names will be called the subsequent time. And the format used is this, the topic is this. So I want you to keep that at the back of the mind. All right. Thirdly, please, before now we can opposition, before both of them can be position, who supports the motion where he should sit, who is opposite to the motion where he should also sit. We first have to know now. The topic is the establishment of the war crime court. So both of you have to make the choice. You got to declare what side do you support the audience. Then if you sit to where you are and you choose a side that is not in support of what you choose, then both of you will swap. So that's the topic. Both of you now can make the choice. What side do you support? The establishment of the war crime court. Do you support it? Who for?
Yeah, I'll come to public now.
Oh, okay, buddy. Now, then, the last but not least, please, all rules will be observed by the debaters. Meaning, when debater is in flight, presenting his argument, no one has right to cut it off. Now, sorsor, you should be able to maintain the respect of your colleague. You should also be able to maintain the respect of sorsor without any profanity. That's what I'm saying. No insult. Debate, you have to maintain the respect of your colleague. That's what I'm saying. If even he says something contrary, you have to insult him, but there's a way to do it. So when I reach, that's why I will pause. And again, I allow my co-moderator to introduce the motion so that we can begin the match.
Thank you very much. Are we all set?
Yeah.
Are we all set?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the argument and debate of the year. The establishment of war crimes court in Liberia. Arguing for is student Mohammed A.B. Fofana, known as philanthropist. He is for the establishment of war crimes court in Liberia. If I'm in error, please verify me. Secondly, we have Comrade Ansu Rachel Kroma. He is against the establishment of war crimes court in Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the argument. It's time.
All right, before we jump into the argument, though we listen to the format of debate, but we also have to understand one thing, because you are the adjudicators for today. If you don't get the message, what will be your judgment? That is, yes, the format being used, we might not go by our regular format here, where we follow that, but the overall objective is the logic. Even Lincoln and Mark, whatever debate they have, they follow the logic, and it was because of the logic that the electorate went to the pool and they decided the winner of that identical debate. So one, we have to pay attention to the debaters while they are arguing, and two, yes, statically, we all have to follow the coherence. Though you will come up with a judgment, but if you do not follow the coherence, and the coherence is, if in your opening statement or the beginning of an argument you say Peter is brown, and then at the close of your argument or going for your argument you say Peter is supposed to be yellow, that is what we call coherence. Your argument is not in now, and the adjudicators got to look at that too as well. And the reason we have timekeepers here, you the adjudicators also have to observe the time, because in fact we are very, very much time sensitive here. This is the reason why. And we hope and pray that we get a fruitful result from this debate, as we beg your indulgence for a quiet tea. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, no time to waste. You four, okay, please sit on the right. Like you sit on the left. Ladies and gentlemen, without no delay, introduction, we allot 2 minutes for introduction. To present your argument. To present your argument, 5 minutes. 5 minutes to present your argument. To buttress what you say to support, to back your point. 3 minutes. Refutation, meaning to refute, to rebut, to disagree and state your disagreement or identify inconsistency in what your opponent will say. 2 minutes. Are you know what I'm saying? Cross-examination. You will cross-examine each other, meaning you ask a question, you also ask a question. 2 minutes. Okay? So I hope we are marking on the point. Then conclusion, 1 minute. Now, thank you very much. I thought ask the panelists for listening audience to ask questions that is already out. So, ladies and gentlemen, please let us enjoy the debate. Now, yes. Yes. Constructive argument 5 minutes. To support, minute to buttress 3 minutes.
If you get problem with the argument,
support this statement. When you present your first argument, and I say then to support your previous argument 3 minutes. Is that clear?
So altogether, we are going to present an argument in 15 to 20 minutes maximum. Yeah.
Days of intellectual debate and academic debate. So due to such a reason, I think supporting statement should be, the time should be extended because the information is bugging. In order for people to carry messages.
Alright. Audience, we have no time to wait for the proceed. Okay, based on the consultation.
Please, before we start the argument, we would like for you guys, the camera people, we appreciate you bringing this program live. But we would like for you people to please just back a little. Because when these guys start to provide an argument, there will be motion, there will be movement. Yeah, because we are aware that body language is to be used. So we have to be cognizant of the terrain.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the undivided attention. Without delay, we now declare the debate open. I re-echo the allotment of time. Presentation of argument, which includes introduction, 7 minutes. To support your first information, 5 minutes. To disagree with the inconsistent information your colleague will provide. To disagree and provide the relevant information, 4 minutes. Cross-examination, to ask each other question. Right now I'm saying 3 minutes. Conclusion, 3 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, having consulted with my panelists, that makes the team very unique. We resolve to present a total minute of 19. The affirmative speaker, debater who supports the topic, begins the debate and also ends the debate. At this time, I am pleased and humbled to call on the affirmative speaker, the person of Muhammad A.B. Fofana, who supports the motion that states the establishment of the War Crimes Court is preferable show the non-establishment of the war crime school. Debater Asu, Debater Mohammed A. Ivana, the floor is yours. You can now appear on the podium and begin your process.
Alright. Assalamu alaikum ya jama'at al-muslimina wal muslimat. If you have no Muslim, you are amazing today. Who cannot understand our religious way of speaking. Let me tell you, Shalom, which means the same victory. By the way of introduction, I have Muhammad, Oracle for Jericho, Batu Mexico, David Batico. Let's start to perform a miracle. Ibn Ibrahim Fofana II, foreign president of the New Hope Academy, Secretary General elect of New Ambition Intellectual Forum, and permanent member or permanent citizen of the district number 2. Quickly into the argument. I stand to argue and support the proposition that says the war crime code should be established in the Republic of Liberia. There are many who argue this war crime code should not be established in the Republic of Liberia because they do not understand the implication of the democratic process to our society. Due to this, 10 years today, under the international Gazabu, under the international Sakoka, while in a coalition to discuss the issue without plagiarizing any ideas to the people of an attractive intellectual forum to debate the issue in order to bring war crime code in the Republic of Liberia. And then also said this, we came here fellow invitees and member and official of the Novos institution, attractive intellectual forum to cross-pollinate ideas, or not to do something in order to eliminate ourselves. I serve as debater of this issue and research-oriented. I have the academician who believe in academic battle, but not social battle. Before I go into the debate, let us first look at the definition of the war crime code. You cannot defend such an argument if you don't know the meaning of the argument. Let me look at the definition of war crime code. War crime code is a code established to carry on certain justice against certain acts that are deliberately committed as a part of a prayer of systematic attack or individual attack directed against the humanity or human population in which have been in the Republic of Liberia. There are many people in the Republic of Liberia. They committed suicide during the 14 years war. They bring up their superiority because they believe they can do many things. Or they can execute people to go free. But this time around, we the internet generation or the new generation of this country, we have to make use of the bigger weapon in the sense of democracy. To send all of them in the exile in order for them to be prosecuted for their crime against humanity during the 14 years war. What I mean by this? Crime such as let us look at such a crime that were committed during the 14 years of war in the Republic of Liberia. The Lutheran massacre, in which 6,700 persons was executed. You said here, the war crime code should not be able to prosecute those that commit those demonic acts to our people. And we are supporting the idea because nobody died from your family. No, we said no to that. We also looked at Kadugoni massacre that took place in the Kadugoni district local country in which I am from. Over 300 to 500 people were executed. You said in here that war crime code should not come, why people should be prosecuted. It was one of the strongholds of the act. Let us look at Nimba massacre. Those are from Nimba country. If you don't love your district, then you can say them. Nimba massacre, in which
900 persons was executed. You sitting here telling people that the war crime should not exist in the Republic of Liberia. After that, we look at Lofa Bridge massacre. It became more country. Over 750 persons was executed. History approved it to us. You said he has an academician, you know everything. Now also look at Bowling massacre. Over 1,000 persons were executed. You sitting here telling the people that the war crime should not exist. Now look at sorsor massacre. In Lofa country, over 700 human beings was executed. You tell the people that the war crime should not exist. Now look at Zulu Duma Bridge massacre, the new bridge that I just constructed, newly, the new bridge. When you go on, that's not the issue. Over 900 persons were executed. You sitting here telling the public that the war crime should not exist. Let's also look at Sanico massacre. Over 400 persons was executed. Now you sitting here telling the people that you use your information in order to convince or to let people into no perplexity. In order for the people that tell me their mind should be somehow damaged to democracy. Let me say this with the Liberian. War crime code is not a global code. The importance of war crime code. When it exists in your country, let me give you some of the reasons. War crime code is a global code for the powerless. During the war, we were powerless. We could not want to retaliate. Such a crime that was committed against the powerless. Such a crime that was committed against humanity. Now you sitting here because today you can have food to put in your stomach and pass around in the community. While people murder father was executed. We don't want to prosecute those that did that act. Let me also say this. We're going to give up back. We're going to give up back with social global peace. We're going to give us social science.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to make sure that we are very fair in our time management. It was exact 7 minutes that the girls delivered for the work. We also want you to keep track of the time.
Everybody attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody attention. Having listened to the first speaker in support of the proposition, the President of Comrade A.B. Sofana, who supports the subject assess the war crimes court to be established in Liberia, so that people who committed crimes against humanity can be prosecuted or can be brought to justice. We listen to all of the information we provided. Great time will be allotted to his colleague in order to ask him questions when we get there. So at this critical juncture, I want to use this medium to call on stage debater Ansu Richard Kruma. Ansu Richard Kruma speaks against the topic. He has different views of his colleague. That is, he is not in support of the establishment of the war crimes court. At this time, for and on behalf of the panelists, we want to call Ansu Richard Kumar to appear on the podium and provide his information or present his argument to the listening audience.
Let me say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the English language, may peace be to you or upon me. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, member of the Banker Intellectual Forum, Intellectual Forum, members of Akati Intellectual Forum, I will Fufana, let me acknowledge your presence here today, be my IT specialist. Mohammed Donzo, let me recognize the presence here, be my personal advisor. And with the panelists, let me recognize some personality in our midst, in our gallery. Honorable Musa Kane, you are highly welcome to this debate. The man that published the book, the debate book, Abu Comrade Jr., let me recognize a person as the moderator. And here on intellectual, debater, let me continue on my debate issue. I state, the proposition I state, yes, work campus should now come to that bill and remove it. Then I look at some instances. Then I go to South Africa. In 1995, the two reconciliation commissions was funded in South Africa and were located in South Africa, where the black and white, they fought, they battled one another in the apartheid time. If the South Africans, black and white, reconcile together, come together, there is need for reconciliations. You think they cannot come to Liberia? South, they will come to Liberia in 1995. Let us go to the issues here. In 2003, the year 2003, the peace, the Ghana Peace Accord 2003, where civil societies were there, where religious leaders were there, where we have the civil society were there, we have the opinions leader. They made an amendment that work campus should not come to Liberia. Are we forgetting that? No, we have to go back to that amendment I said 2003. That takes some instances. Let us go to Uganda right here. In the case where the squad, where they sent for the work campus, and that's happened in 1994. In 1994, in Uganda, in Rwanda rather, 1994, where the Tutsi and the Tutsi they fought, they battled. You know, there was no peace. But in fact, the work campus that is about to come to the Republic of Liberia, when in the local aid, there was no handoff between themselves. But the work campus appeared in Rwanda, later what happened? People were arrested. They went to a jail. Later, the jail was for program due to the issue. And you are telling us work campus to come to that. No to that. We support that and we affirm that absolutely no to that. Let's go to the issues. Where 750 judges were killed. The arraignment of the work campus in Rwanda. Are you forgetting about that? Where later, the 400 judges were alive. Then you tell us work campus to come to that God. Later, what happened? They bring the system, Continental system, which is the system that can allow the perpetrators and the offenders that were set on the table to discuss, to compromise and to recognize one another. When it appeared in that country, what happened? They harmonized the issue between themselves. What happened? No more work and code. What happened? They push work and code all of that country. So you are bringing devastation among us. You are causing a humiliation for us, disgrace for us. Also, what happened there? Right away. And they play away, and then they harmonize between themselves and settle the issue where the perpetrators and the offenders will discuss it on the table. They recognize it. Up to this time, to the present day, they are living in harmony, togetherness, peaceful assembly. Then you want to put stop to that peace? I say absolutely no to that. To the discussion. We are gathering today to discuss the debate that happens in the mass media, in the trained media, on topical issues. We are the peace, but we discuss that. We are the peace, but we discuss that. We are going to get them now to discuss it, and we are discussing it. Then you want to put stop to that peace? Are you forgetting? We have now lived 15 years. Peace. We are enjoying the peace. Why you want to show? It can be recorded. Veteran, senior comrade, at least see that. The man father was slaughtered in the process. Now the man saying, has to get no to the RCC code. Why are you telling you? Let us look at some instances. Let us go to Afghanistan right here. When Muslim Salah was in power, what happened? At that time, George Walker Bush was in power. He said that there is chemical weapon in his country. When he said there was no chemical weapon absolutely, what happened? And took the people resources, took their oil, their diamond, their fine oil, what they to that? Put it on the American ship and move away, pass it to the farm land, what land? What happened? Are you telling us the work campus is only for Africans? And job is now free. Why the work campus is not affected that? Are we not thinking of that? No, the work campus is only for we the black. And we are going to do we as the one Africans. We say no to that. Yes, no to that.
I don't want to look at somebody who's biased. But rather, let's not come to the intellectual problem of our debaters. Are we together? Yeah. Please, do not share physically by putting your voice. I will told you that raise your hand up for maybe 1 or 2, 3 times. That is enough. But consistently doing that is a mockery and is intended to distort our intention. So please, before the show, in order to send out this service, let us not be repeat the next hour as one will be better for the first control. Thank you very much.
Recommendation. Yes, sir. I wish you all get the words and the stipulation for the audience, but it will not be necessary to get it for that point for me. What's the recommendation? My recommendation here, but should not be to go to that to go on. Now,
Sorry,
I attempt to party up because cheering for him will either or destructive. When you party up automatically, you know that it is your friend that will cheer for you. When you cheer for you, it's your friend that if the forward is destructive, you will be equivalent to substantial offense. I give you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, before you continue, we'll read the time out for you. You have already propounded 5 minutes, 29 seconds, 41 split seconds.
29 minutes for the next second.
5 minutes, 29 seconds, 41 split seconds. 5 minutes, 29 seconds, 41 split seconds. So that means you are left with less than 2 minutes to provide your argument. Less than 2 minutes to provide your argument.
Thank you very much. I like that movement with the chance people. Exactly, you give me 2 minutes left. Let me continue. So like you said, we believe, not in the work that coming with that bro. We believe to sit and discourse with the offenders and the perpetrators. Let us discourse what happened to South Africa, what happened to other countries. It can happen in Nigeria. For the matter of fact, they are progressing. If that comes, are we not looking at our economic stability, the inflation in our economy, our development? This thing will be abolished totally. And then you want people to go for exile? Anyone want to go for exile here? You want to leave our country? No! No! We don't want to leave. So we will continue to discuss for the matter of fact, work conference, not here in Liberia. And we are concerned, it is majority, they are minority thinking of that. But the issue here, we've discussed it. It's not necessary for us. We need our development agenda process to go ahead. We need our government to foster, to reach. And you know, you're looking at the moment that we're in economically, we are suffering. Then you want to come to do work. You know, the take advantage of work coming, the infringement, you look at the situation that took place. Wow. Alright, thank you, Alban.
Thank you very much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, we would like to observe our Islamic ritual that takes place at every 4 o'clock. So we beg your indulgence to give us at least 5 minutes to pray and come back. But before we go, we'll turn over to our Comrade Rahim Monoba to provide our
Thank you very much. We are aware that we are educators for this debate. Now, if you are really honest, the best stipulation that you can give your friend is to listen to him after this place and you correct him and you congratulate him. Instead of you making a because celebrating it brings more anxiety in the person, you can even let it to error. So we have to be careful of that. Thank you very much.
So we'll take, at this moment, we'll take a break to pray. If we are in the mood to pray, we can follow the mood to pray. Why the
Yeah, you tell him, man. You gotta tell him, man. Everybody keep a doshin. Just now, they ask you, they want to. That's what you're gonna always do.
See you. Mais la bombe.
Yeah, let me hear.
Let's go to the discussion.
Everybody. YouTube video here. YouTube video here. Hey. YouTube video.
Let me get ready for you. Me.
Man, I break now. Nah, I got did that, man. But Daniel, man, I saw the debate. So how do you believe, do you believe that really the debate will go far or not? You ever seen it? Okay, so who are you in support of? I'm in support of sorsor. Okay, for Vanguard Visual. Okay, thank you, I appreciate
Hold on, laugh. What issue? What issue? So what are journalist? So what issue?
I hear, I'm a YouTube propaganda man right now. So I want to ask you, how do you see the debate? Do you believe that really it's a good idea supporting war crime or
But firstly, I want to say thank you to the organizer and thank you to the debaters. And the issue is very clear. For me, I stand with the issue of establishing a war crime code. And the case scenario is quite different. Ours is so unique to the references that were made by one of the debaters, especially the man who is against the establishment of the war crime code. However, I don't want to project my disagreement right now before somebody sees us. I'll be given a chance. I'll raise my hand and I hope I'll be recognized.
Okay.
I hope I'll be recognized so I can state my disagreement.
Yeah, what may be your name, please?
My name is Mohammed Zikere, a member of the Traffic Intellectual Forum.
Okay, we have one of Vanguard members, Comrade and Usman Bidetira. Yeah, I believe that really interesting this video whatsoever. So I want to get your point of view. How you monitoring the debate whatsoever?
Actually, let me say first of all, I'm very happy to be here today. It was not easy, but I made it. Being here to watch the debate, and it is actually interesting. Most especially the issue that is being discussed is the actual issue of the ground. And I'm seeing by the two brothers elaborating on the topic, the one who is defensive is defending, and the one who is boosting on the affirmative side stands to defend as well. And this is what we actually welcome in the community, and we hope to see this moving forward. Actually, for me, the debate is being kind of educated for me.
Do you support the war crime code or don't you support?
Actually, for me right now, the issue of the war crime code, the first thing I would like to say is that I support the war crime code, and my disagreement is on the time in which the people are advocating for the war crime code to come, because right now our economy is in turmoil, and the Liberians, most of the Liberians are suffering because our economy has no basis. So we have to strengthen this aspect. After strengthening the aspect, then when we have that, we can take the war crime code to another level, because it was happening. No thing shall go impunity. Anybody who commits anything should face justice.
But without justice, because I believe that a bargain can only be a bargain unless he or she comes and says, yes, indeed, I have forgiven or I have done this. But apart from that, I hear from resources talking about something like perpetrator and the person who committed the act, okay? I mean, this is very important. They can discuss it. For the two persons to sit down and discuss, if you put Prince Johnson in the midst of anybody now, they would like to kill him. Wallahi, I can tell you that. If Prince Johnson walks with no security, somebody may harm him. Because people still have that kind of anger within them. I believe that if you take Prince Johnson from the picture, actually right now, the war crime code issue is going to cut off, because he's one of the mean persons. You understand? He massacred a president. You understand, right? He massacred a president, so he must face justice. You understand, right? Prince Johnson has to face justice. But if Prince Johnson has to face the justice, then it surely means that the war crime code has to face justice. You understand? It has to be a kind of balance on the two sides. Because if you take Prince Johnson for that, Prince Johnson, according to Prince Johnson from the press conference I've been hearing from him, he actually says that he is not the only person who committed crime in this country. You
understand, right? Prince Johnson said he was fighting for his right. He was fighting for his people. You understand? Because the president in question at the time, Samuel Kanyando, before President Doe can take power, he actually did a lot of stuff. I must say I can admit to that. President Doe did a lot of stuff. But then President Doe is no longer in the picture and he is dead. So you cannot go for a dead man on the ground to come and justice to come and seek justice for him. So he's there, he's gone. So those who are on the ground now, they should face justice. Because if they refuse to face justice, then it means that the inequality in the country and people will not, they get a lot of people who will not forget about what happened. You understand? So they have to face justice. I'm in favor of the work campaign, but not in a particular time.
Okay, thank you, Comrade Usman. Usman Sherry. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Concerning about the two issues that are on ground, concerning about the two energetic guys, which is sorsor, Mohammed Roma and Mohammed Fofana, the two guys, I in favor with Mohammed Fofana based on one thing. Because we all know that we came in Liberia here since Liberia was founded 1922-21. Some people say 21, some people say 22. And we all know that Liberia got its independence in 1947 in Liberia. 47, right? 1847. But right now, we are having a lot of constituencies in this country. One based on the issue got to do with War Crime Code. I 100% support of War Crime Code. Because if you look at it, issue of Nimba County right now, Prince Johnson is posting. As you can hear the radio station, Prince Johnson got posting the last time on the radio station, saying that there is no mother, there is no father to arrest him. And we all know that our grandfather from Nimba County, who owned the half of Nimba County, got pushed up, got killed. Our sister and our aunt got killed because of the same issue. So I'm 100% support of those that are supporting the War Crime Code. If you have any question to ask me, then I'll respond to it.
Okay, but are you saying that you in support, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but do you, if you support the War Crime Code, do you will not have any consequence or any bad something?
Thank you so much. If we establish War Crime Code in Liberia, I believe 100% that there will not be no outcome, bad outcome. Because it's very simple. Let's put in our case right now. If you say that we should not support the War Crime Code in Liberia, and you kill my mom, and you kill my mom, and you kill my dad, and we are still living in the same community, then I was present. You kill my mom, you kill my pa, I was present. And definitely, I see you passing around in the community or in the country, with posting, with working in the government, with taking power from people to give to people. Definitely, I'll be sure, I'll be remembering that what he did for my father and what he did to my mom.
But why can you not forgive those people that did it? If they come to you, in that way to
yes, if they don't want him, the Quran even said that we should forgive him. But those that we know, like Prince Johnson, we know that he is not someone that will be forgiving. Because he always saying that he admitted that he kill our father, he kill our mother. Then he still have the power. He has not even afraid to say anything that will go contrary to our discipline. But we believe that this War Crime Code will establish in Liberia. No matter how it takes, it will establish in Liberia.
Thank you.
If any question, somebody can ask again.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Wait for me.
C'est aussi les military ship. Choose the quite now. So
or your potential enemy. Just with cover for. So you don't know I'm not for, you don't know for, or you will follow you.
Who play in the new no perception? Who don't play for England? No. Who don't play? Come on, play my ball. I will tell you but I can't go to
Secondly, I think one year, the discovery of the new one. The discovery of the new one. We will find it. Look at on Ballet language. Look at Nigeria,
Ladies and gentlemen, please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay everybody attention. Because of observation of prayer. And we are doing that. At this time we have to continue where we start. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are through with the first step. Ladies and gentlemen, please, we are through with the first step. We are going to...
Hello? Are we to be again? Hello? Can you do everybody come on? Hello, people hands together. Everybody hands together. Gentlemen, please sit down. Hello? I said, if you want us to move on here, everybody coming up. Other people send you football. Consider the debate. Consider it. Please listen to the moderator.
All right. Comrades, thank you very much for sharing patience with us from the beginning up to now. I hope we have arrived at all the face to face. At this point, please, at this point, we are going to call on a negative speaker. We are going to call on stage a negative speaker. The speaker who is in opposition to the motion. The speaker who speaks against the topic. In person of Debater Ansu Richard Kumar. Debater Ansu Richard Kumar is going to begin by the practice. He's going to protest himself, he's going to support what he sends to us from the answer. Debater Ansu Richard Kumar, for and on behalf of the panelists, we call you on stage to please support the information you outline or the points you outline to us during your first presentation. And 5 minutes is allotted to you.
Thank you very much. Once again, Ansu Richard Kumar. It has been clear the war camp code is not to push the government in the country. 1, 2, let's go to Sudan. What happened there? In 1992 to 1993, the Sudanese fought huge amount of war among themselves. But in the absence of war camp code, now today they're living a life, an enjoyable life, suitable life and fruitful life. Why? We cannot discuss the issue to reconcile among ourselves instead of war camp code coming to the board. The issue is, the Liberians are now prepared for war camp code. And now as far as we are concerned, Pan-Africanists, no more war camp code, no more in any part of Africa. 2, currently look at our economic inflations in our economy. Currently, look at as we are sitting here, how we are struggling, the suffering on the massive in our country. Can we need that to say work on code? No! It's not endurable for us. Educationally, look at the educational process we are in. Can we do that and say you want to invite work on code? No! If the work on code, it can be if you cause war, you rape, you murder people, other countries have been victim mass in the process. That they apply murder process on them. Why is it that they cannot use that method to put them for justice? What we need there is what? The GIGA system. What will bring justice to our people? They will sit and discuss to erase the grudge so we can make a perfect life among ourselves. But if we build one platform, what will happen? The grudge will be in our heart, will be distracted, the grudge will continue, and number 1, we will not get economical development, we will not get educational development, and no progress will make from our government and we as a human. Because the same case today, if you say you want to do work camp project, the kids are not happening at all. Yes, it is happening at all. The discrimination process is not in at all. Are you sure that way? The nepotism is in the nation. Are you supposed to stop that way? Why we cannot stop this thing that is stopping the masses in our country? We want to bring work camp. The audience, are you getting me? Of course you are getting me. I ain't feeling that. Why? Absolutely. And we are seeing nepotism in our nation, in society. We have not avoided that yet. And we have not caused that. Then why we want to invite work camp? Are you want to go back to silver classes? No. We shall force. We don't want to go back to silver classes. Let us with respect. This is the time to with respect. What you are thinking, somebody ahead to discuss the issue. The negative aspect of work camp coming to the abroad. It happened in other countries, they never succeeded. In Sudan in 1992, 1993, the fought war. After fighting war, they look at it, they go with the war, the TRC process. The 2 reconciliation commissions are coming to one another to reconcile. Why this thing says for God of all Iran all say it happened? Why the same thing happen in that war? The same as far as we are concerned, the same thing happen in that war. Can one day. And currently we are enjoying our peace. Yeah, just you, yes, minority. We are not majority in the process that we know what happened. Absolutely no. Just minority. Majority sitting and relaxing. Are you want to harm our peace? Do you not enjoy the peace or other people will be there? Because of the peace we are discussing technical issues or topical issues. We are saying no to war camp. Absolutely no to war camp. Not just that war, but we generate the rest of it. And not asking for this. No more to accept war camp because we know it will stand behind it. It's not good for your nation. It's not good for the citizens. Currently, look at the situation we are facing economically. Continuous inflation and the equitable system in the economic process. We are suffering. It's wonderful for us. And so we can nowhere absolutely to allow war camp to come to the book. They cannot come because you are just few majority. They are not even minority. We are the majority saying no, absolutely no. If Sudan can reconcile, if the fought war in 1992 to 1993, or why they grew up in reconcile, to make peace to one another, then we will live our life as we are living now. As we live in our life now, but mind you, if the war camp go to that war, absolutely, there will be threat. There will be major threat. And we don't need that. We don't need that. Let's take this study around us. Don't look at what happens. If the black and white can fought one another, and never say we don't need war camp. Let us settle among ourselves. Because they know the intent behind the war camp. You see the war camp over there for black? What happens to do the play? Bam!
Alright? Listen to
The time here is 5 minutes, 20 split seconds.
5 minutes, 20 seconds. That's 20 seconds.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, 20 seconds. Split second and half second. That is, if 1 second into 2. I want to split second. I want to get half second. So it means that the company was able to go 1 extra split second on the 5 minutes. So we are saving time.
Thank you very much, co-moderator, for acknowledging the audience about being time discipline. Alright, without no delay, having listened to Debater Asubreti Kuma, who speaks against the motion, at this time we are pleased and humbled to call on stage or to turn the podium over to his opponent in person of Muhammad A.B. Fofana, who speaks in support of the proposition to support his previous information or points outlined to the audience.
Me remain constant. Thank you very much for providing, creating some level of conducive atmospheric conditions in the water water bay. These are days what I suppose for the water go to be established in the Republic of Liberia. Our brother, we refer to as the Jongo Jabba. Yes, the Jabate man, Muhammad Jabate. In the Great America, he traveled there some years ago. He was captured for the same reason. For the crime committed by the people of the Republic of Liberia. He committed a crime against humanity. He was captured for the same reason. That's one aspect in which other in a country that committed similar crime. They are here now, they are politicians, boasting in our country. They are vying for position. You say here that World Congo should not be established in Liberia. World Congo should be established in Liberia because during the Civil War, during the 14-year wars in the Republic of Liberia, 250,000 persons was executed in the Republic of Liberia, in which some of our relatives was involved into the act. Due to that, World Congo should be existing in Liberia. Some of the fashion that did the act in the history of Liberia, we have the NPFL, led by Pre-War Johnson. He executed more than 3,400 persons during the time as a manager. During the time under the leadership of Pre-War Johnson. That's one. Second of that, LPC was led by George Bolle. He committed such a crime that he need to go to the same place. We also have SDF, Local Defense Force, which was led by Francis Massacre. We also need to go to such a place. NPFL, which was led by the former president of Liberia, Charles G. Taylor. Now he is contented with the same issue of failure. We have to go there. We also have Ulimo led by René Saki. We have to go there. We also have Lou led by Sekou Damate Konate. We have to go there. So due to such a reason, the people cannot be executed with such a crime against humanity. Then you sit here, boasting on the issue that it should not be established in Liberia. Let us look at the other country like Rwanda. Somebody come here and mention information which is provided from the mother of all schools. The information is established to the audience. Such information cannot be taken into consideration. Rwanda now on the process of the prosecution of their leaders that commit such a crime within their country. Let us look at you. You don't put this accord. Such a crime was committed by him. When he was prosecuted, somebody saying here that it's not time for us to have work on within our country. That is diabolical law. Let us look at such a country. We have a marginal law as of now in South Africa. We have a certain village called Soweto. We talk about there was TRC in South Africa. Yes, they went through the process. There was TRC. And let us look at other countries. There was TRC in South Africa.
The TRC in South Africa, they talk about reconciliation. And after the reconciliation, now the black in South Africa are marginalized. So due to such a reason, the World Bank should be established in the Republic of Liberia in order to carry on social justice, democratic justice, in order for us to get use of the bigger weapon in the field of democracy. For the global peace to be established in the Republic of Liberia, we must have World Bank within the Republic of Liberia. Let's not look at our politicians. That we regard to them as a politician. No, the committee of social need to be taken to some place. Like others have been going there. So, what can go again, for example, we prosecute these people. In a very country like Sierra Rwanda, we have Panama, etc., etc. And all of the information I'm providing now, you can Google all of the information you want to get value on the idea. I may not be the one to articulate the issue to you well, but you can go and read for yourself. You want to see the importance of World Bank. You want to see the importance of World Bank. You go and read on it. Definitely, you can join yourself. I'm not the one to articulate the issue to you.
He presented for 5 minutes, 52 split seconds.
Are we clear, right?
Fair enough.
The reason why the split second cannot be balanced is because you can't run faster than men. Are we clear? Before we continue, I want to ask the audience, are we really females today? Yes. So I want us to put our hands together and congratulate you.
Thank you very much, my dear moderators, for being very, very knowledgeable about the moderations, because we want to provide, a free, fair, and credible, process that will continue to organize, exercise of such. We don't want to be instigated in terms of, deciding or favoring other side on the group. So I want to appreciate you for being very steadfast. Having said that, audience, we now move to the next step, which has to do with the reputation. And reputation has to do with the first debater said a lot of things. Probably some of the information he provided are far from reality. I like the way the ground indicates them from the sky. And his opponent is more knowledgeable to the issue he spoke about, and because of his knowledgeability, you could disagree. When he disagrees, he also has to stick his disagreement to support it. That's what I'm saying. So we will begin with the affirmative speaker. We'll begin with the affirmative speaker to identify the inconsistent information that he provided, the inconsistent points that he provided in his presentation. You can outline them, then when you do, he's also going to do the same. You now have the floor to identify the inconsistent points in the outline.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, 4 minutes. 3 minutes. 3.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Please hold on, let's clarify the time.
4 minutes.
So it's going to be 4 minutes across the board. So you may start.
All right. According to my veterans or comrades, here's my target. We never be mistake on error and provide information we will not do it. We said that the apartheid movement in South Africa, we talk about the apartheid movement in South Africa in which they call on the TRC. I can tell you, they call on the TRC for the black people in South Africa today. They have been marginalized. There is 10 million in South Africa, they call it Soweto. The black people, black people in that village. In that village, they go connected a wire. They jump under the whole entire village. So another village, because there is another setting beyond Soweto. So the connected wire in which no single light you can see in Soweto to tell you that we are not marginalized there. Because there is no one-man code. The one-man code is there to guide in the process. Remember that.
We have Rwanda. We say no war crime is established in Rwanda. That's the political now. Up to now, the people of Rwanda, they are in the process of prosecuting their people or the people that made such a crime against humanity. They are still in the process of prosecution. They have RCC, in which one member have red link with RCC. They use setting the RCC as international criminal code. They expect to prosecute those that committed crime against humanity. You provide information which is not necessary for others, so somehow extravagant and prejudice to the people. Second to that, you talk about Sahel. You talk about Sahel and other countries say no war crime in West Africa. No war crime in West Africa. Sahel prosecuted police support. The prosecutor police support. Where police support from? You know Liberia? I want to know where police support from? You know Liberia? No. The prosecutor of former President Charles G. He was charged for the crime committed against the people of South Africa. But not the crime committed against the people of the crime committed against the people of Sahel. But not the crime committed against the people of the Comrade Liberia. That's the reason that we really kill now. So you talk about West Africa. Second to that, I said no more war crime code in the world of West Africa. Talk about such a thing. How will you say such a thing? They don't look at the black president that have been prosecuted for the same issue. We have Uganda in Kenya. They see here, 2018. Uganda was prosecuted in March 8, 2018. With the same issue, with me and the vice president, with the respect or regard to the issue, me and the vice president, they were not all guilty. So what we're going to do is that next thing that you know, when you find guilty, you will go there, then we can defend why you get it out, or if they do, definitely you can go there. That's the reason why we're going to be established in Liberia. Because these are the people in our government today, they are enjoying the money because all of the presidents that get done, they want, they are proud of them. That's the reason they can employ all of them because they don't want for anything that has to be for their own thing. I can say the thing I do. We wish they are competent to buy such a position. Let us also look at Muhammad Ali. Let us look at Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is the president of Kenya. He was one of the presidents in Kenya. One of the presidents in Kenya, one of the warlords. The prosecutor for the same issue. The president for the same issue. Then look at Muhammad Gaddafi. He was one of the presidents in the war for the same issue. The crime against humanity. Let us also look at Laurent Gbagbo in Africa. Laurent Gbagbo was for the same issue, for the crime against humanity. Now, we're saying here that there is no war crime in Africa. And we have people that were prosecuted for the same issue and they were called for the same issue.
Are we clear? Exact 4 minutes, 27 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, I turn the podium over to Ansel Richard Divine who will identify the inconsistency in his argument. Ansel Richard Divine, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. One of the prayer quotation in mass communication. Listening well, then you understand the theme of listening. Let me go check what my brother said in South Africa. We are now living in a democratic process, in a democratic life. Democracy that we are debating. If you know that your national laws, go through the application process, advocate, talk on behalf. If it's necessary, make the government draw their attention. So that is not good for you, and not good for one. This is democratic time. Discuss the issue negatively. The people know that your national laws. 1. 2. I have to challenge and to challenge the World Bank Code. I challenge it. When last will ever hear that yes, Westerners have been brought to justice? Let me go to Tulu Place, the former British Prime Minister. The aim of the World Bank Code is murder, rape. How many innocent people he killed? Were he brought to justice? No. The former British Prime Minister? Were he brought to justice? No, absolutely no. And then I come to George Walker Bush, the former American president. When he went to Afghanistan, he poured on people. What happened? You know how many innocent people were killed? you talk about the World Council image to fight the foundation of humanity. That was not foundation of humanity. That's contradiction between the World Council and the leader. Contradictory. It's wrong. You go one on the nation by fighting the because of one chemical weapon and setting in that country because of that chemical weapon, he was unable to see, to display that this is the chemical weapon. What happened to that? What led to that? You pour what on the people? Justice was brought to the people when the World Council put justice, yet to challenge them, just proper proof and to the play. Yes, that is built justice as yet dead to not bring justice to us. Why? Are the World Council is not there for Africans? No! These are clear issues that we are seeing. Why it cannot happen that way? So the people down on their oil and it can be clear that the military state took it home just to the United States of America. Why not? Past the big line. Are you seeing what I tell you all? What I tell you all? The World Council winner for Africans? Can you think of that? Can you understand the function of the World Council? And you are telling me the aims of World Council is murder by killing innocent person, humanity, right? This is not happening. What happened in Afghanistan? They are not human. That violations against the United Nations acts that were made. That violation. You should be prosecuted for that. And we ask millions of questions. Are they two warmongers have been penalized? No, they are not been penalized. I mean, they need to be persecuted. We challenge the World Council up to now. They're two warmongers. They have been persecuted? Absolutely no. They are not yet been persecuted. You fought for a nation. You want a violation. Are you telling the World Council is for the black? Absolutely no. They don't understand the issue as intellectual. They don't understand the issue as gladiator. Until we are Africanists, it is clear to be understood. The former British Prime Minister now free today. What's happening? He needs to be brought to justice. Then we understand the aims of the World Council. But we are seeing contradictory. It's contradictory. Then you go to South Africa. And then you go to South Africa, you say all that. You know that one marginal last? That marginal last you're talking about to blame marginal last. The person less important in the society. If you know as a person, you are less important in the society, in your family, why you need to know? Bring issue on board in the family. Show your impact, people will know that yes, you're strong. They will recognize you. They see us in the community. If you have been marginalized in the community, it happens in our process, in our life there, in our society. If you have been marginalized in the community, come on, go. Push the intellectualism, make people to understand that yes, you cannot be marginalized. You have the attitude, you have the knowledge. What? The South African will prove it. So these are not issues to discuss.
Okay, gentlemen, let us make clarity. The Metan did not reach and we did not cut him off. But based on the provision of his argument, he has stopped there. So he stopped at 3 minutes 59 seconds, one split second. So that means it's still exactly within the rim of the C4 meaning. Are we together? Thank you.
Thank you very much, co-moderator, for providing that timely information to the audience as to whether he consumed the exact 4 minutes or not. I think he spoke in time, not on time. All right. With that being said, we now move to the fourth item, which has to do with cross-examination. Cross-examination deals with questioning each other. Questions from sorsor to his opponent, questions from opponent to sorsor. So please, this is one of the important aspects that we have to pay our undivided attention to. That is the only way we will really enjoy the taste of this debate. At this time, I will now call sorsor on stage. The Mohammed Richard Kurman on stage. So I
sorry, that's not a name.
I'm sorry, Ansu. Ansu Richard Kurman on stage. So to question his opponent, and the questions should center the motion, meaning the topic.
One question, how many questions? You have to know the question.
All right, consultation on the moderating board is the order of the day. That's the only way the thing will not proceed wrongly. So practically upon consultation, we are going to allot 1 minute to the questionnaire, and the questionnaire will use that 1 minute to ask 2 questions. So,
How many?
you will use 1 minute to ask each question. Total 2 questions. You will ask 2 questions. So you will consume 2 minutes. Is that clear? Thank you very much. So it's the same as your opponent. You now have the opportunity.
My brother, Fofana, during the critical time, the analysis, how do you look at our economic period of time, the inflations in our economic? We are making our way through to see how the economic system can be stable, because it's not stable, it's not regular. The irregularity in the inflations a lot. How can we leave that now in this current stage or present day to bring work and food?
So please, let us.
You're supposed to ask the second question.
Let him address the first one, and we are going to make
Before you respond to the next question, you have the opportunity to ask the man to repeat himself in case he did not understand the previous question. Are we clear with that?
Yes.
We don't want you to give answer, because once you give answer, automatically it affirms that you understand the question. Are we clear? So if the argument or the question asked by the fellow is not clearly understood by you, the answerer, you have the right to ask the man to repeat or rephrase the question. Are we clear?
In other words, if you don't understand the question he asked, please tell him, Comrade, please restate your question so you can better answer it.
If you understand, then you can respond.
Can I say that again? Since I worked in moderator and panelists, you have to help me in the process. Let me go to that. The economic body, and the analysis for the economists at this time, where in the citizens are now, they are strangulated, they are suffering. You know, can you do this, the equilibrium and the inconsistencies of our economic system and the infections to allow work and go to, enter into our country? How do you look at it?
That
is why I told you the work and go should be established in the Republic of Liberia. Because those leaders you appointed as a leader, they are the people that committed such a crime against humanity. And now they are doing something to sustain their life and their family. In doing so, we want to get rid of all of them. We want to get rid of all of them within our country, in order for our economic system to be balanced within our country. So the best way the economic system can be balanced, you and I will not suffer in the Republic of Liberia, is to balance the economic system, is to get rid of all of the water within the country. That's your answer.
Thank you. Please let us announce the time. He said, hello, are we there? Are we together? We said 1 minute per answer. Unfortunately, are you saying unfortunately? Fortunately, the answer to his question went 39 seconds, 52 split seconds. Please show it to the people. We are very conscious of the time. We are doing this in order to have a fair look of this debate.
Yes, I give it a Comrade. You can ask your second question.
My brother, the Liberian delegations to Accra Peace Accord in 2003 in Ghana, it can be recorded. And you look at the level of Prince Johnson and that of the others, perpetrators, other people, as the constituency they have, that means the people that are behind them, the followers. Can you decide in this stage to prosecute them? Do you think if you prosecute them, what will be the outcome or the repercussion of that?
Order. Double question. You are intended to ask one question. You ask double question. So you order remain to the first one or the second one.
In short, take a best shot.
Those perpetrators that are now as leaders, some of them now they are very more powerful in our country. Do you think you have that constituency? I mean, the people, the followers behind them. You can really feel willingness to penalize the people or to persecute them? Eh?
Those people within our government authority, we refer to that as a perpetrator. They committed suicide against humanity. That's why I told you the best way we can make our own choice by appointing people. Those people that behind them, they now make their own choice because they are considered to be the warlord. That's the reason they voted for them and put them into power. And if we get rid of all of them, definitely the economic system of this country will enjoy it, and other people that are coming behind us, they can follow the same process. So I think it will be prudent to do that because okay, say in the Holy Quran and the Bible, it says no sin shall go upon it. So due to that, such a crime you should be punished by the crime that committed against humanity. Within 14 years now.
Thank you very much.
If you to the next speaker, if they ask you a question, you have to be clear. Either you lay the basis before you ask the question, but you would now wherein you asking the question at the same time supporting the question with some basis, and perhaps the basis that you might support your question with might even be answerable to the question. So it will be like either you supporting the answer to answer your question. So if you lay the basis before you ask the question, and which is very preferable and necessary. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Before the next speaker takes onto the stage, he went into answer the last question from debater Asu Richard Kuma with 52 seconds, 31 split seconds. Please display to the people. Are we clear with that?
Thank you very much, moderators, and most especially to the accurate timekeeper for the time discipline. Alright, opportunity was afforded to debater Asu Richard Kuma, and it is now time for debater Mohammed A.B. Fofana to do so.
Thank you very much. Comrade, you are here now, supporting that the World Cup war should not be established in the Republic of Liberia. And during the war, the people on a very fashion that committed such a crime against humanity, they established something called the just sorsor, in which it led people into so many things by they were involved in the narcotic drugs, taking up the narcotic drugs. Yeah, supporting the World Cup code should not be established in the Republic of Liberia. How can you do such a thing for people that committed such a crime? You and myself, daughter was involved into the same issue. They are taking narcotic drugs as a Zogo. How can you do such a thing to penalize them? The perpetrator to penalize them.
Hello. Order please. The questioner took 49 seconds, 87 split seconds. And from what I understood from the presentation, there was no specific question asked. So we will give you the opportunity again to ask direct questions and hit the nail on the head.
I mean, those that committed such a crime against or they killed 250,000 people during the 14 years war in the Republic of Liberia. What can we do? Because it is often said in the Holy Quran and the Bible says no sin shall go upon it. So what can we do for them to be prosecuted?
Before the answer take onto the stage, the question went 21 minutes, 27 split seconds.
1 minute?
1 second.
21 seconds. 21 seconds. 27 split seconds. I'm very faster now than So go ahead, Comrade.
Yes, debater Kuma.
Thank you very much.
Can you respond to
say I can be honest. The Ghana peace accord in 2003, and there were opinion leaders, and political parties, civil society organizations, and religious leaders and opinion leaders. What they discussed, what they agreed to, and I believe that's the best way, nothing else to compromise. What they said, let us go by that way. If we go by that, it will be the best solution. No solution process ever can be more than that. Because we think that it's something. In this recent time, a good that much to do, but we live our lives. So that's the problem with the something.
Thank you very much. The question was asked just under 22 seconds. And the answer answers the question 40 seconds, 66 split seconds. Are we clear with that?
Governor, you can ask your last question.
Thank you very much. In the case of the welcome code, there were several crimes that were committed against humanity in the Republic of Namibia. We talk about the TRC in Ghana. The TRC came up with such a reconciliation process. And in the TRC report, they reported 200 recommendations in which it was prosecution of warlord was involved into this. How can you justify to this?
Say that again.
In the TRC recommendation, they recommended that they recommended 200 reports in which the prosecution, are you getting me? The prosecution of warlord within our country was involved in today. How can you justify to this? And I have documented proof.
19 seconds, 52.
Hello. The recommendations of the Commission that you talk about have to be in line with the question. You know what I'm saying? Indeed, there are recommendations. But what is the question? I think the question no, what I mean, no. 200 recommendations. Recommendations in which the prosecution and then what was involved in the person after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hello. Are we together? Hello, are we together? Yeah, you keep going there, but let us come together. Are we together? Observation granted.
Thank you very much. The question was asked. If the referrer of the question did not understand the question, we will let you know that he did not understand the question and the man will repeat this question. But I tell you, he understood the question. This is why he has not answered it. So there is no need for promotion. Thank you very much.
No, it's not promotion. That's not promotion. It's distant from promotion is distant from what we just portrayed. The moderators are the drivers of the district. You don't understand that. When the question is asked, and I say the ask of question is to benefit the audience, not just the answer. The question is not representable. It has to be touched out. That's the reason why the moderators are so investigated to determine as to whether the question needs answer or not. Simple. Is that promotion? Yes, moderator, go ahead.
Thank you. The comrade, the debater asking the question. Firstly, we took 31 seconds in the first question. Of the second question, we asked him to rephrase, and he went 19 seconds into the second question of the second question. I hope you are following. Sure. So now we want to ask the answerer. If he understands the question, we'll allow him to flow. If not, then we'll ask the questioner to rephrase his question. So,
during the TRC report in Ghana, 2009, under the leadership of former President Madam Ellie Johnson Sirleaf, they reported 200 recommendations. That was the final report, in which the prosecution and the punishment of the alleged perpetrator was included. So how can you justify the such argument?
Okay, the question asked happens under 29 seconds, 28 seconds, 26 split seconds. Please show to the audience. You understand the question, right? Thank you.
How can I justify that? Justifiable.
Justifiable. Let me say that. The recommendations were, example, perpetrators and the offender to discuss harmony among them. to rehabilitations. So when rehabilitations are made, and then you see the offenders and the perpetrators of this court, then absolutely that is justifiable.
Okay, the speaker answers the question under... Hello, are we there? The speaker answers the question 33 seconds, 35 seconds, 39 split seconds.
All right. Everybody must come to an end. I know everyone increases about this debate, but we have to draw navigations on the last aspect. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have spent 5 hours of our lives here today. 5 hours of our life here today simply because of the essence, the importance of this debate. So if even there is an addendum, there is an addition, I don't think we feel embarrassed because this is very much important and beneficial. With that being said, we are gearing towards the last portion of this debate, which deals with a conclusion. Both debaters are going to conclude. At this time, the moderators are going to turn the pendulum over to debater Ansu Richard Comrade, who is against the motion that states the War Crimes Court should not be established in Liberia. Granted. Or suggestion. Granted. But if you not allow the audience to ask questions or comments, what? Thank you very much. Yes, co-moderators, yeah, you can address that.
Thank you very much. The reason why we don't want to allow spectators to ask questions is because in the asking of questions, might rise on uncertainty. But if, because the intent of this is to make a good spirit. If the body agree that we can allot, I'm saying if the majority agrees, because we are here as a body, and you go and just us as moderators. But the two of them have already answered.
All right.
But when that team comments, and ask the question for the show, that will be given to the audience.
In addition to the co-moderators, this is why we want to avoid that aspect because we don't have much time in our favor, and apart from that, we have to announce, the points allotted to each of the speakers. Furthermore, time for comment, time for use of comment. We have a full quadrant. Okay, this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. You know what I'm saying? So this quadrant will resolve. We agree to give the opportunity to one person to ask questions for and on behalf of this quadrant. Yes, that quadrant is just like that because we don't have person people. Then apart from Mr. Kenneth is going to make comments because of his status. Why the two all of us have portfolio for so thank you very much.
Thank you.
And half second in your favor.
Yeah, what happened? I don't think we agree to vote and
get our question to one person. So you, as a moderator, just select whoever you can.
Observation also.
Alright, the moderators.
Observation.
Yes.
The observation.
Granted.
I think we have 4 quadrants within this area.
Exactly.
So we put in enough and we also get female in a mesh. So we better we take both sides, 2 men, 2 females. Simple to balance.
Alright. The moderators will decide that. Why are we not time to read? Why are we not time to read? Well, now.
Gentlemen and ladies, after the conclusion of the debate, we, the panelists, will come up with our funding. And then after we shall have provided our funding, we will give you the opportunity to critique our funding. Are we together? That is, the decisions we will make per the observation of the debate. We will come up with that after the conclusion, and then we will send the pendulum over to the audience to critique what we say about the debate. Are we clear with that?
So, ladies and gentlemen, without delay, debater Comrade, you can now make use of the time to be conclusive.
In 3 minutes.
In 3 minutes.
Conclusively, let me approve my fellow debater. This is the way that I expect the debate actually to be executed. For the time that before you debate, you must have made your research. And in the process of making the research, you have to study hard. Then you take that RE from there, then search. Then you search among a lot of things. And searching among a lot of things, walking around, putting things together to come and articulate, last plus, I hope it will not be the beginning, will not be us. You can stand score a youth come out to stand in the public around to discuss issue, especially national issue or topical issue. So thank you very much to the audience. It's a pleasure to have you here. Consider the audience because as a debater, when I knew we cannot be here to debate, we will debate with certain sense, right? Here is our stake. This will be team. Even though you are a team, but you are better team than the same. So thank you very much for taking your time, putting your effort together, and leaving your time and your busy schedule being present here today. And I wish we will continue that. Thank you very much. And I embrace the idea. Let us be supportive to one another. I really enjoy the change, the change club I supported and that of the SYC. So let us continue that way because debate is very much educative. We need more debaters and we need to debate the issue. So if I reach that far, I commence all of you. Welcome. I hope the reception will be very nice. Not just nice, but super fun.
Hello. Are we together? All right. In reminder, we gave 3 minutes for conclusion. But in the conclusion of the speaker or the debater, the first debater, he concludes in 1 minute 28 seconds 62 split seconds. I repeat, 1 minute 28 seconds 62 split seconds. Thank you very much.
All right. At this time, the moderators will now inform on stage debater Comrade to conclude this argument.
All right. Thank you very much. We don't come here to do some pamphlet on the issue. In order we will be discussing other issues. Then the other one will partake from your mind. But due to, for the sake of the argument, let me applaud my country. And also all of you can leave your business schedule to attend this unique debate. To also make our day successful. Because without the motivation of our brethren within the community, without the motivation, I don't think someone can stand here today to become a debater or to debate the issue. But mind you, we don't come here to provide information that that will confuse the people, that will lead the people into perplexity. But we came here or come to discuss issue or articulate the message to the people. We came here to pass the information you can make your decision why the World Cup Forum should come. And let me also appreciate the leadership of Attracted Intellectual Forum. For me, my arm will be open to come anytime here because way back, when people talk about Attracted, I would used to say, I saw my senior very well, I think it's out with them. But today, they gave me the capacity and the opportunity to be here. Anytime of my job. Due to that, let me applaud them. And let me also applaud. Let me also applaud. Let me also applaud the veteran panelists and chief moderator for this unique debate. For me, I cannot recognize, I cannot recall all of your names. And let me also applaud the veterans, journalists in our midst. That he is one of my role models. Due to that, let me also recognize the ambition, the massive ambition intellectual forum that makes me to be who I am today. I will always remain that will set a legacy on the forum, on the ambition forum. That I went somewhere, I debated issues in which ambition was recognized. So we not come here to catapult anybody. But we came to pass the in order to be like all model, you have to be research oriented. You should not be a student that will be somewhere like a dazzle to research. So and my respect to all of you. I have the whole of all of you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, before I proceed, I would like for all of us to give a beautiful round of applause to our debaters.
Vas-y.
Yo, you say you want something about my birthday? So I said the story, man. They said, for what? What can I just find in the store? Then you don't want the story. Why you can't find it? One time. Then we'll do
Well, then, I'm for the shoot.
They're waiting to do that. I'm going to have question. Denial the so-called
You can't take a picture?
Hello?